Manchester United latest transfer rumours and deals then. First bit of transfer talk is Mkhitaryan. And now the Mkhitaryan deal does look like it's still possibly on. I was a bit worried that it was dead in the water a couple of days ago, but it does look like it is still on. His agent is fighting tooth and nail for this deal to go through. In the last 24 to 48 hours, we have offered an improved offer to Borussia Dortmund. I'm thinking that if Manchester United can offer up to 40 million euros, which is the reports, the deal will get done over the line, which would be fantastic news for me. He's the sort of player that I think Manchester United really need. I know he's in his last year of his contract at Borussia Dortmund, but Manchester United really do need Mkhitaryan now. There's no point in waiting a year and signing him then. We've got bags and bags of money. We might as well just spend some money and get the player now and challenge again for major trophies. You know, he's really fast, which is something we are begging in the Manchester United team. One matter obviously is way too slow. Scores goals, assists goals. He's got great at taking corners. We won't have to see Daley Blind take any. And I know most of my YouTube followers and Twitter followers know that he's the sort of player that I would like to see Manchester United sign this summer. I'm hopeful that we can get this deal over the line. It's certainly not a done deal at all, but if he's to leave Borussia Dortmund, it will be for Manchester United. It seems like he's turned Arsenal down, which is great news because obviously they're a Premier League rival. The second bit of news is obviously Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now, Sweden got knocked out of the Euros, as we know. Really poor side. Obviously, he was the catalyst behind them even getting there, which is really good news for Manchester United. I think he can now have a summer off, and I think this deal will still go through after the 30th when he collects his loyalty bonus from PSG. The great news, obviously, is that he's retired from international football, which is really fantastic news because he will not go to the Olympics now. So if Manchester United sign him, we won't have to worry about him going off to the Olympics, so he won't miss a month or 6 weeks or whatever of the Premier League season, which would have been a real stumbling block because he's only going to be here probably for a season. I'm hopeful that Manchester United can get 25 to 30 games out of him next season. I'm not expecting us to bring him in and him to play 60, 65 games next season. That would be crazy, but certainly as a squad player, his experience would be vital. I don't want him to be the main man. I'm hoping that likes of Martial and that can really step up to the plate even more this season, so that we're not relying solely on an aging 35-year-old Zlatan. But with the likes of Rashford and some other signings, obviously Mkhitaryan, who I want to see, it can work well in the squad. Now, Mbola is a player that a lot of fans wanted to see come to Manchester United. A lot of people thought it was potentially a done deal. I said that it was a deal that could be done after the Euros. I thought it was a deal that Manchester United could make. You know, a signing that I would really. I was really sceptical whether we should sign him. I've only seen him play once for Switzerland, but it does look like he's going off to Schalke next season now. I think he's basically signed a contract there with them, potentially turning Manchester United down, which is the news. Maybe Jose Mourinho can't offer him first-team football because I don't know why he would go to Schalke over Manchester United. I mean, Manchester United could possibly offer him huge wages, but obviously the lure of first-team football, playing week in, week out for a decent side, probably still a decent side, Schalke, so I can see why he would turn Manchester United down for that reason. The other big name on the list of transfer targets at the moment, James Rodriguez. It's been taught in a lot of the press in the last 24 hours that he will be leaving Real Madrid. I think most people knew that he probably would be leaving Real Madrid after a real lack of game time this season. In the past, he scored a decent amount of goals for Real Madrid, was the star of the World Cup, really, one of the real stars. I think he was top scorer in the World Cup. A player that I would not be against Manchester United signing, but it's going to cost a lot of money, so I'm not too sure if we're going to get this deal done or not. There was reports that he's house hunting in Manchester. Now, he's just been at the Copa America, so I'm not too sure that that's true. Would be a number of teams, probably PSG would probably be a team that are probably looking at him as well, I would presume, because they want every single fucker in world football at the moment. It's a big name. but potentially I don't know too many other clubs that would take him, because he's going to cost. I mean, he could end up at China, because every top player has been linked with China because of the wages. He's going to cost a lot in wages, probably going to cost around 40 to 50 million at least. But I wouldn't be against it if Manchester United sign him. But where does that leave Pereira and players like that in around the squad, but could play in a few positions? So I wouldn't be against it if it does happen. The latest on Paul Pogba as well. Paul Pogba, a player that I don't think is going to come to Manchester United. I think Real Madrid really are in pole position to sign him now. It does seem so. It's a shame there, because I would have liked to see Paul Pogba come back to Manchester United. Although he hasn't ruled it out, he's always stated that he loved Manchester United and wouldn't be against coming back. But I think he will go to Real Madrid, which is a shame. In other news, there are reports that maybe Neymar could be leaving Barcelona. To be honest, I think they're horseshit reports. I don't think he's going to leave Barcelona. Why would you want to leave Barcelona even for more money? I just don't understand it. If any player wants to be on the real huge wages, they could just go to China. Can't see him really leaving Barcelona. If he was to leave Barcelona, it would be for PSG for me. The other two clubs interested are Manchester United, which would be the second in the running for me, because after that it's Real Madrid. To be honest, I can't really see Barcelona ever selling him to Real Madrid. I think that would be stupid. They would have to sell him to Manchester United or PSG. Would cost around 100 million or more euros, which would be absolutely crazy. I can't see him coming to Manchester United. It would definitely be PSG if he does ever leave Barcelona, but certainly I don't think it happened this season. Another player I've been taught as potentially signing is Gabriel Jesus. I haven't really heard too much about him. From what I've read in the press, Barcelona have been watching him like a hawk the last few weeks. I haven't heard too much about him. Scored, I think, around 20 goals in about 60 games or something in Brazil. Obviously, the Brazilian league isn't the best of leagues, to be honest, this day and age. Neymar scored bags and bags of goals there, but did score bags of goals in Barcelona as well. So, obviously, he was playing for Santos. I forget who Gabriel Jesus is actually playing for at the moment. 19 years of age. He's a forward. I haven't seen too much of him. I've looked a little bit on YouTube. Does look quite decent, but I don't think Manchester United would be signing him at this moment in time. Mourinho has been, it's been taught in the press that Jose Mourinho could potentially want to sign around 4 to 5 players this summer. We've got one player already definitely signed, Eric Bay. Zlatan will be number 2, I think. Mkhitaryan, I think, probably will be number 3. So them two, I potentially think will happen. And then I think it will be maybe 1, 2 more. So I think probably another attacker. Sort of, I don't know if it will be a James Rodriguez, another attacker anyway. And then I think we probably will sign, or maybe even one more midfielder. I don't think we're going to get another defender, unfortunately. Though some people want to see us sign another defender. I think we've got some fantastic ones, the likes of Rocho Williams, 2-1 AB coming through the youth, so we could give them a chance if need be. So 4 or 5 signings hopefully will happen. We're going to see a lot more hotting up in the next 2 or 3 weeks, because the Euros will be over in 2 to 3 weeks, and then all the transfer rumours will really hot up, and we will see hopefully some decent signs to come. The transfer window does open really soon now, so we should see some of these signings hotting up. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the things that I've just mentioned there. Do you think any of them are going to happen? Obviously some of them are a bit ridiculous, like Paul Pogba and Neymar. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll be back again soon when some more transfer rumours hot up. And hopefully some signings will happen in the next couple of weeks. I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.